Buen Camino. We did it, guys. I'm in Santiago. I just calculated how many miles total I've walked for this whole hike. It's about 190, including the littoral and the spiritual. So my mileage might be a little different than if you were to just search Camino Portuguese, but 190 miles. I walked from Pedreira to Santiago today. It was a short day. I wanted to get in early. I got in around like 10 a.m. so I was able to kind of have the area to myself, get my credentials super early. It was a lovely day, honestly, just full of excitement. Like, my feet weren't even hurting. I mean, they kind of were, but I was just so excited that I was pushing through. I didn't even think about it, and I'm here, and it doesn't feel over, honestly. I feel like I still, if my feet weren't literally about to fall off, I'd want to continue walking, but it's a happy and sad moment, and I'm really glad I'm here. I did it. Didn't quit. Okay, back to the morning. Started out strong with that chocolate croissant thing that I had packed from the previous day. You can see it was very dark out. I started around 8 a.m. and I was just very determined to get to Santiago kind of early so I could enjoy the peacefulness of it. I'm gonna have a lot of clips of my walk in the morning of the sunrise because it was just so pretty. It was honestly such a spectacular day to walk into Santiago because the weather was completely gorgeous, like clear sky, sun rising, good temperature, just everything about it was like a perfect day to get to Santiago and to, revel in everything and think about, the whole walk before us. A little bit of a funny story. I got so caught up in, the sunrise and like the pretty lighting that at one point I thought there was a turn that I wasn't supposed to turn at, and I turned. This next clip is of me, taking a video of myself in the sunlight. This is where it went wrong. And you can see my face now. I made a wrong turn and then I had to go on the highway. Like, this is completely off trail, but I did not want to turn around because at that point I'd already walked like at least half a mile and there was no way I was backtracking that. So I was like, okay, highway we go. And then that's me realizing, dang, I actually made a shortcut because it was way shorter to go that way. And that's when I only had 1 more mile left. I was so excited. Like, this morning was just great. That was my first view of the cathedral, and this is me just getting closer to it. Met up with some people and then got my credentials. There's the safety traveling thing, and yeah, I saw Jack and Marie. They took us out. We met up with Serena as well, and then they took us out to lunch, which was so sweet. I had to drop off my bag to go to the service, so this is a little room tour. They gave us a locker and a sleeping area, and then went back to the cathedral so we can go to the Pilgrim's Mass. They do this thing called I forget what it's called, but there's like an incense in the middle. Like, if you look, you can see it right there in the middle, and they only do it for like holidays, special occasions, or if someone pays a really large amount of money. And I put this in 2 times speed because it's a really long video, but we actually got to witness the incense being completely spread throughout the church. It was so cool. Jack and Marie saved me a front row seat, so I was able to witness this front row. And it was, I don't know, it was just really special too because they don't always do this. It's honestly pretty rare. This is a normal speed video, so you can see just how fast it's swinging, like right next to us, and how it's spreading the incense everywhere. The cathedral was gorgeous. It was really, really pretty inside. And then this is that lunch I was talking about. Jack and Marie, again, paid for all of our meals. This is the 3rd time Jack and Marie have paid for my meal. They are just the sweetest people. They've invited me to come to their house in Florida. They are amazing and truly like guardian angels on this journey. Don't know if I would have had such a great time without them. But yeah, just an amazing day. My video clips ran out, so I'm just going to jump back on here and talk about a couple other things I wanted to talk about since this is my last day on the Camino. I probably will continue doing the vlogs, at least for the rest of my trip, or at least maybe like once every couple days, something. But I just wanted to talk about my experience like solo traveling. I've talked about it a little bit, but it was truly a different experience than the first time I did the Camino because I did it with my best friend Ina. We had an awesome time. I really did enjoy it doing it solo as well. I think you get to meet so many more people. I'm very glad and fortunate that I had Ina to do it with, and I would never trade that experience. And if Ina could be here right now, I would have her here right now. But I did really get to experience a different style going solo and being by myself. And although that might be, you know, initially a little scary, I think it was very worth it. The people I've met, the experiences that I've experienced, it's all been so amazing and heartwarming and just so good. I've made, like I said, I've made lifelong friends who I'll keep in contact with, and just so many good people who have taken care, and the community here is just amazing. If I stop and I'm sitting and working on my blisters, I've got 10 people around me. I've got people asking if I'm okay. Like, I have just had such an awesome time, and I'm just very grateful for that I'm able to travel and I'm able to experience this. And even though I don't have someone to do it with, I'm still don't want to limit myself and not do it. So I'm very glad that I can do this stuff and that I can have such a good time doing it. Yeah.